Good evening and welcome to the Spartan Bowl as the Connersville Spartans prepare to take on the Jennings County Panthers. This is Union Savings and Loan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. I'm Caden Mapes and joining me is Brant Likens. Brant, after a tough loss to a great Mount Vernon team, what can the Spartans improve on to get back in the win column?
You know, I think the main thing that the Spartans can improve on tonight is just knocking down shots consistently and really trying to capitalize on opportunities that the opponent's defense gives them and just making the most out of chances they get.
Right, last night didn't shoot the ball very well. We started out, there was no threes in the first half, I believe, and only one in the second half. So just you hope coming into tonight that tonight's a better shooting night for us. Obviously Mount Vernon, they knocked down their shots pretty heavily. I'm sure they shot well over 50% from the field. But that was a great team they played last night, but just time to move the focus on to Jennings County, which the Spartans previously did play them in a holiday tournament. What can you tell me about that game, Brant?
So Jennings County did beat the Spartans 77-50, but with the exception that the Spartans had, I believe, three injured starters that game. Yep. Blaine Hornsby, Kevin Seeley, and Jaden Peterson were all out. And so hopefully tonight, they can really utilize each of those players to look for a better outcome today.
Right, and Blaine, Kevin, and Jaden, all huge parts of this offensive defense, and just the team as a whole. I see Blaine as sort of the heart and the leader of the team, and so when you're without your leader, it's tough to win games. But that game was mostly, I believe we had two starters, and then there was a lot of JV kids that got some opportunities to play. So hopefully tonight will be a better showing of like varsity to varsity instead of varsity versus like an injured varsity.
Yeah.
But moving on to the players, Carter Kent, he is averaging 23.5 points per game for the Panthers. That's very impressive. And he scored 23 against us in the holiday tournament, 17. He scored 17 against us in that tournament. So he played very well that game. He can shoot the three very well, and just hope it's an off night for him because he can shoot the ball very well. And not to mention, he's only 17 points away from his 1,000th career point. So, I'm sure Coach Mack is wanting to stop him from getting that 1,000th point tonight against us at our house. But coming into tonight and comparing both of these teams, two pretty evenly matched teams, I'd say. The Panthers, they do score pretty heavily, averaging 61 points per game. The Spartans averaging 45.6. Panthers out-rebound the Spartans just very slightly, and then the Spartans are shooting 44% from the field. And what can you tell me about that turnover margin for the Spartans at the bottom?
There's been a lot of games this year where turnovers have made the difference for the Spartans on winning and losing, and in a lot of cases, if those were cut even by a few, the Spartans would win these games, and I think that's going to play a really important factor tonight into how this game ends up.
Right, and a lot of the games, like, for example, Shelbyville, Greensburg, even Delta heading into the third quarter, I believe, those were all very close games, and they were all, the difference maker was, the small things, free throws, missed layups, turnovers. So Spartans just got to make sure they're doing the little things and staying true to the fundamentals, because when the Spartans stay true to their fundamentals and do what they do best and play as a team, this is a really tough team to beat. And, it's just, Spartans played very well a week ago, I believe it was against Batesville. Threes were getting knocked down. They were playing as a team. That Batesville team was very good, and it was a great win for the Spartans. But Spartans are coming into tonight 4-13. Jennings County 7-9. But what can you tell me about how the Spartans are doing in the conference?
So far this year, the Spartans are 3-1 in the conference, and that's good to see, especially with having 4 wins on the year. Good to see that they're able to compete throughout the conference and place as high as they can with that.
Right, and the Spartans are I believe they're still tied for first at the top of the conference, unless either, I believe it's Batesville or Greensburg won yesterday. But I think it was Connersville, Batesville, and Greensburg all tied at the top with all 1 loss and 3 wins. So Spartans are still in contention to win the conference. So that just shows you how tough the schedule we play is. That we're still 3-1 in conference, but outside of that, it's really difficult, the teams we play, to get wins. So Spartans are just looking to get another win on the board here tonight. Just win as many games as you can before sectionals and try and improve that record. But, you know, when it comes down to sectionals, record doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, no. It's single elimination, and you just have to push through. That's the point where you can't allow any mistakes. You can't allow 15 turnovers a game, and you really have to lock down on your skills and show what you can do.
Right, and if the Spartans take care of the ball tonight, I think they'll do just fine. But you know, if you turn over the ball against a team like Jennings County, they are going to punish you. You know, like we saw earlier, they average 61 points per game, and that's very impressive. There's not a lot of teams that score past 60 points, or average scoring past 60 points a game. Even some of the best teams in the state. So Spartans got to take care of the ball, and you know, just make sure they don't do their turnovers.
So besides taking care of the ball and playing like consistent level defense, what other key factors do you see going into this game tonight?
Well, like I said, you know, like I just said, take care of the ball. Don't let them punish you. It's a very, very talented team. I believe last year the Panthers even beat us last year. So they're a tough team. They're a good program. It's a program that's always known to be great at shooting. But you know, we lost a lot of seniors, but they also lost a lot of seniors. I think both teams lost 7. So both teams lost their leadership. And these are 2 completely different teams coming in from last year. So this game is anybody's game. Another thing I have wrote down, close down the 3. This team is lights out from the 3. Was just watching some highlights earlier today about this team. And honestly, they don't score a lot in the paint, because if you look out there right now, they're really not that big. Actually, we compared to them pretty well compared to last night against Mount Vernon, who, you know, they outsized us in almost every position. So tonight's a better matchup for us, size-wise, and I'm sure athleticism-wise. So Spartans just got to make sure to close down that 3 and try and make them drive. So I imagine we'll be seeing a bit of a more tight defense. Could even possibly see a man tonight. Yeah. But, you know, the Spartans do like to play a lot of the 2-3, 3-2 zones. Yeah. And then the last thing I have for tonight is you just got to make your shots. Last night, I believe we only made 1 3 all game, and the majority of our points came in the paint, which was quite a surprise to me, because in the pregame I had said that I think we're going to have to, you know, shoot a lot of threes. Yeah. Mount Vernon came out, and they defended very well. I mean, that was some of the best defense I had ever seen from a high school team. But, you know, Spartans did what they could. They got most of their points in the paint, which is good to see, because, you know, we're an undersized team, and it just shows that we have the ability to drive in the paint, make a move, and get a good layup in. So Spartans just got to make their shots. But if they can knock down their 3s and make the layups and get stops on the defensive side of the floor, then I think it'll be a pretty good night for the Spartans.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. I think that the paint isn't going to be the biggest problem. I think it's going to be defending the perimeter, because even in the JV game we saw previously, they were knocking down their shots, and I think that translates to how varsity is going to play and how their approach to the game is going to be. So I think that's going to be the most important factor in that.
Right, and that's why a lot of teams have their varsity watch how the JV team plays, because, you know, JV and varsity are coached by 2 different coaches, but at the same time they're implementing the same philosophies, so when they transfer from JV to varsity, they aren't completely lost. So I think we're going to see a similar game plan from the varsity as we did with the JV tonight. Very, very, very close game.
Very intense.
Very close game with the JV before this. Went into overtime. Jennings County ultimately did come out on top, but it was a great game to see. But that's all we have for the Union Savings and Loan Connersville's Hometown Bake pregame show. We'll be right back after this quick 1-minute break.
Spartan Bowl for tonight's varsity game, featuring the Jennings County.
Searching for a loan, a line of credit, or just a safe place for your money? Union Savings and Loan has you covered with great loan and deposit rates, local loan approvals, and the friendliest service in town. Even when you're on the go, you can transfer money or make payments with ease with USLA's mobile banking app. For 130 years, we have taken pride in being your hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, the bank that begins with you. Visit uslabank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we are back here at the Spartan Bowl as both teams are preparing to announce their starting lineups. I'd imagine, we're going to see definitely Carter Kent in that starting lineup. What can you tell me about him?
He's been pretty electric this year, averaging 23.5 points a game. And I think himself and Cole Sigler are going to be the main people that the Spartans are going to want to lock down tonight. If you account for their average points, that's over half of the team's overall points per game. So I think locking them down is going to be very vital.
Yeah, and so like you said, the Spartans, one thing they could do, they could either try to lock down their Cole Siegler and Carter Kent, or what I also heard from some other people is let Carter Kent shoot and force everybody else on the team let them not be able to score. So essentially Carter Kent would have to score 30, 40 points for them to get a win, which I heard that game plan. I didn't think it was a bad game plan because, Carter Kent, he's the main shooter on the team. And from what the highlights I saw, I think that, he's not afraid to just, pull it right in your face. So if he's being face guarded, he'll take a quick jab step and he'll pull it right in your face. So, you gotta guard him tightly. You can't give him lots of space. Can't give them wide open threes. But, it's going to be a tough defensive game for the Spartans, but if they play their defense and they play their game and their offense, I think it's going to be a great game for the Spartans tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
And we have the non-starters being announced right now. Looks like we're going to have Xander McHenry, Jaden Peterson, and Hunter Allen at the guard, and then Kevin Seeley at the forward and Blaine Hornsby at the 5. So pretty consistent lineup from what we saw. I think we saw that yesterday. Blaine Hornsby, what can you tell me about how he played yesterday?
I think he played pretty well. He was able to get to the paint and score points when, teams seem to be struggling to do so. And he's always a defensive presence, obviously being the biggest on the team. And he really utilizes his size well, not only defensively, but also in the rebounding aspect. So I think he's really gonna play an important role tonight, and I think it'll help Spartans come out on top.
Yep. That's all for the pregame show. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
Now we ask that everyone please rise, remove your hats. We honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we are back here at the Spartan Bowl as both teams prepare to take the court. And like I said earlier, looking at this Jennings County team, they seem to be pretty sizably comparable to the Spartans. They have one man who's, I would expect number 11, Dorian Hacker, to be the main center for them tonight. He's pretty sizably comparable to Blaine Hornsby.
Yeah, and I think that's good to see, especially since a lot of the games this season, you've seen the Spartans be outsized and just teams capitalize on them in the paint.
Right. And both teams are now preparing for the tip-off. And the Spartans win control of the tip. And this game is brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. As Jaden Peterson looks to swing it over. He's guarded tightly, kicks it over to Kevin Seeley. Jaden Peterson swings it over to Xander McHenry. He pump fakes, but doesn't take the shot. Hunter Allen on the wing. Kicks it in to Kevin Seeley. He does a behind the back move. Back out to Hunter Allen. Spartans moving the ball very fast here so far. Xander McHenry goes up with the layup, and that is good to give the Spartans a 2-0 lead. It's a good start for the Spartans.
Yeah, and I think it's good to see them moving the ball fast in the beginning of the game. I think they're trying to set a tempo, and I think it's going to work well for them.
Very tight defense being played from the Spartans so far. Ball is kicked over to number 11, Hacker, and he takes a three, and that is good. That's just like I talked about in the pregame show. They're going to shoot that three, and if they get going, it's going to be tough for the Spartans to keep up with them.
Yeah, they just have to prevent them from, getting on a hot streak and not give them, even though that was a deep shot, not giving them open looks.
And Peterson looks to drive into the lane. He kicks it back out to Blaine Hornsby. Blaine Hornsby takes a three, and that is no good. Rebounded by number 5. That's Carter Kent. Kent takes a deep three, and that is good. The Jennings County Panthers are 2 for 2 from the three so far.
Yeah, and they're really showing their play style early, and they got to lock him down. He's going to be consistent this whole game if you give him the opportunity. So
Kent will probably be a problem for the Spartans tonight. McHenry kicks it back over to Kevin Seeley, and he looks to reset the offense. Swings it out to Blaine Hornsby. Kevin Seeley gets it back up the top of the key. Kevin Seeley drives, takes a fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Kent. And that ball is passed quickly and out to Kent. I believe that's not Kent. That is Millspaw, excuse me. And the Jennings County Panthers are now 3 of 3 from the three. And wow, that was a spectacular start from the Jennings County Panthers. I mean, like we said in the pregame show, they were going to knock down those threes. So I believe, what do you think Mac's talking about in the huddle right now?
I think he's going to change their defensive approach to maintain control of the perimeter. And I think he's just trying to slow them down, maybe just clear their head and try to stay in this game.
Right, and I don't know what it is about this Jennings County program, but every year they come in here and they just knock down all their shots. Their three-point shooting percentage is just absurd, honestly.
Yeah.
There's no other word for it. But the Spartans will have the ball to inbound. It's going to be inbounded by Hunter Allen. And it looks like we're going to have a high press from the Panthers. It's going to be inbounded to 23, Hornsby. And he gets it back to 14, Allen.
That full court press reminds me of the Richmond game where they did that the entire game, and they were a team who could shoot. They pressed the entire time, so kind of a similar, play style as we saw from Richmond. So.
Yeah, we saw that last night with Mount Vernon a little bit too, so it's like the teams are starting to press the Spartans a little bit more. Kevin Seeley pump fakes, kicks it back out to Xander McHenry, and that ball is turned over by the Spartans. That's their first one of the game. So, like we said, Spartans got to make sure that they are, keeping track of the ball and not turning it over as much.
Yeah, you could see he thought Hunter Allen was going to be there, and he just wasn't. So you got to make sure you're communicating well with your team and making sure everything is rock solid.
And there's going to be a foul on the play. We'll see who the ref calls that on. And that's on number 44, Austin Byford. That's his first foul of the game. And that's the team's first foul. And Peterson takes it across the timeline. Gets it out to Blaine Hornsby. Over to Kevin Seeley. Hunter Allen checks to the corner, doesn't receive the ball. Back out to Blaine Hornsby. Spartans aren't getting much inside so far to start out this game. Some tough defense being played by the Panthers, Hornsby does a quick jumper, but that is no good. Ball's taken down the court by Kent, and that three is no good. And it's going to be rebounded by number 14, Hunter Allen.
I believe that's their first miss.
Yeah, that is their first miss from the three tonight. Peterson looks to drive, and he does so, and that's going to be a travel.
Yep.
So that's the second turnover for the Spartans so far this game. Lead stays at 2-9 with just under 4 minutes remaining. And number 11, Hacker, is going to take the ball down the court, their tallest player. Kent gets the ball back. And he's looking to make a move. He's going to drive. And he's guarded by Hornsby. 44 takes a long three. That's no good. Looks like the Panthers were looking for a foul there. Ball's kicked over to Xander McHenry. Beautiful pass by number 24, Kevin Seeley. That's laid up in by McHenry. That's his 4th point of the game.
Yeah, and it's good to see the Spartans capitalize on that fast break opportunity they were given. So we hope they can just keep it consistent throughout this game.
And Kent drives in to the lane, and that is good. That is his 5th point of the game, so he owns 5 of the 11 points for the Panthers.
And he is 12 points away from 1,000.
Yeah, that'd be an impressive feat for him to do. And that ball is turned over by the Spartans. Ball's kicked back out to Kent. He looks to drive. He takes a fadeaway jumper. That's an air ball.
And I think that was good defense there by Hunter Allen.
Yeah, that was good defense.
Putting a hand in his face.
Seeley drives, and that's looked like it was a foul, but no foul. Peterson gets a rebound. And it's a bit of messy play right there.
Yeah,
Hornsby drives in, and the ball is eventually turned over. And Kent goes up for the layup, and that is good. And Coach Mack wants another timeout. And we will be right back after this quick 30-second break.
You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connorsville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connorsville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
And we're back here at the Spartan Bowl for tonight's contest between Jennings County and Connorsville. And it's been a great start for Jennings County so far. They've been knocking down their threes, shooting very well. Spartans have only taken 1 3, I believe, so far this game. They've got all their points in the paint, and hopefully the Spartans can start to get some looks from beyond the perimeter. Because it's tough to win a game if you're not making any threes unless you're just completely dominating the paint. And Hunter Allen brings it across the timeline. Kevin Seeley brings it back to midcourt. Spartans seem to be taking their time here, not in any hurry. Hunter Allen drives, though, kicks it back out to Blaine Hornsby. And he's going to drive, kicks it back out to Hunter Allen. He's going to take a three. That three is no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Kent. He just went up one-handed and got that. And number 21, Siegler takes a three, and that's no good, but there's going to be a foul on the play. I believe it's going to be on the Spartans. Yep, that's number 23, Blaine Hornsby's foul. And that's the Spartans' first of the game, his first.
And, so far in this game, I think it's good to see that the Spartans aren't fouling a lot. We've seen in some games where it hasn't usually been an issue, but foul trouble, and so I think it's good that they're really honing in on that.
Ball was inbounded to Kent, and he kicks it in to 44, back out to 14. That three is up and no good. That was Draskovic with the shot, and that ball is out of bounds, but the Spartans will retain possession. And it looks like it's going to be number 14, Hunter Allen, to bring the ball up the court for the Spartans. The Panthers still lead 13-4 with just under a minute 30 remaining in this first quarter. Hornsby kicks it back out to Brady Cloyd. He takes a three. That three's no good. Spartans just seem to be in a little bit of a slump when it comes to shooting threes, or these past two games, so hopefully they can get out of that slump. That three is taken by 44, Byford. That three is good. And the Panthers now have 4 people, I believe, that have hit a three.
Yep. And, so far tonight, that's been their primary source of scoring, having only 4 points in the paint.
Ball's kicked over to Blaine Hornsby. Xander McHenry looks like he's getting trapped. He rips the ball back away from Byford, though. Hunter Allen's closed down quickly. Looks like the Spartans are going to try to take the last shot here. Cloyd takes the three. That three is no good. And now the Panthers will get the last shot. And Kent takes a deep three. That three is no good. And it's going to be a foul, I believe, on the Panthers. Yep, that's going to be a foul on number 21. That's Siegler. That's his first, but the team's second. So both teams not getting in any foul trouble so far to start out this game, which is good to see for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Ball is inbounded to Seeley. He's going to take it down the court, and he's going to get a three off, and that three is no good. So the Panthers come out on top for the first quarter, 16-4, and we'll be right back after this quick 30-second break.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connorsville. Phone 825-5111.
And we're back here at the Spartan Bowl as this game is brought to us by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. And Brant, what did you see out of both teams that first quarter, excuse me?
The Panthers came out immediately shooting the three, and they knocked their first three down and had 4 in total in the quarter, and they had overall great defense, only allowing a couple scoring opportunities for the Spartans. And the Spartans, they shot threes, but they weren't able to knock any down, so we hope that look to improve on that.
Yeah, hopefully the threes just start connecting with the net here soon, so the Spartans can get back into it. Panthers lead 16-4 as the Panthers are able to inbound the ball to start out this quarter. And there was 4 turnovers for the Spartans in that first quarter, so hopefully the Spartans can, just take better care of the ball, not give them any unnecessary opportunities. And the Spartans look to be coming out in a zone, which they look to be doubling. Ball is almost turned over, so good defense to start out here from the Spartans.
Yeah, I like the aggression. I think it's gonna do them well this half.
And that ball is on the floor, and that is beautiful defense from the Spartans there. I think that's something Coach Mack implemented in the timeout in between the quarters. So good defensive start in this second quarter for the Spartans so far.
Yeah, and we just hope they can maintain that through this game and consistently hold the ball. Prevent the Panthers and make them hold the ball longer, not give them as many opportunities.
McHenry is being guarded tightly by Kent, but he looks to drive. He kicks it back out. Cloyd back over to Jaden Peterson. And Brady Cloyd looks to drive, kicks it out to Xander McHenry with his three, and that three is good for the Spartans' first three of the game.
He's got all 7 points.
Yep, McHenry has all 7 points to start out this game for the Spartans. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. So good defense from the Spartans here. Panthers retain possession. Number 11, Dorian Hacker, and number 21, Cole Siegler check into the game for the Panthers. So good defense to start out from the Spartans in this quarter. Ball's kicked out to number 22. Back into 44, that's Byford. Out to Siegler. Kent in the corner, he looks to drive, kicks it wide in the corner for number 3, I believe. That's Millspaw. That's his second three of the game.
Three-ball goal, number 3, and it's Millspaw.
McHenry out with the ball in the corner. And he's doubled up. That's going to be a turnover for the Spartans. And Kent gets the ball down on the court fast. Byford's going to go up for it. And that's going to be a foul on the Spartans. We'll see who that's on. It looked like it could have been on 2 players. That's on 14, Hunter Allen. That's his first and team's first of the quarter. So Byford will go to the line. His first free throw is up, and it's good.
Up to Byford, shoots 2. That's the lineup for Connersville.
So he extends the lead to 20-7, and Kevin Seeley checks in for Xander McHenry, and Judd Garrett checks in for Blaine Hornsby. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 24, Seeley. And Cloyd will bring it down the court. Back over to Kevin Seeley. Peterson looking to set the offense. Kicks it over to Hunter Allen. Allen drives, and he does an up and under, and that is good. That is his first 2 points of the game, and that is what the Spartans need more of.
Yeah, and it's good to see from him. He's been awfully consistent this year driving and getting good layups, so hope we can see more of that tonight.
Kent takes a three. That three is no good. Rebounded by Byford, and that's going to be a foul on the Spartans, so he's going to go to the line. And that's on 34, Judd Garrett. His first foul of the game. Team second. And that first free throw is good for the Panthers. Byford has been solid from the line to start out this game. He's 3 for 3. So he hopes to keep that going. Excuse me, he was 2 of 3, but he converts that one, extending the lead to 22-9. And Peterson will inbound the ball for the Spartans. Panthers have the lead 22-9 over the Spartans. Blaine Hornsby checks out for the ball. Swings it over to Brady Cloyd. Swings it to the corner for Jaden Peterson. Panthers look to be doubling here on Seeley. They get the ball wide. That's Hunter Allen with a three. And that three is good. That's his 5th point of the game. Hunter Allen having a very solid game so far.
Yeah, and it's good to see they've been able to knock down a couple threes this quarter, so better than last, and we just hope to see it.
And Hacker, number 11, answers with the 3. And this team just can't miss from the 3, can they? I mean, they've missed very few.
Yeah, their percentage is pretty good. It's really good, actually, and we just hope that the Spartans can figure out a way, well, they need to find a way to lock that down and prevent that from happening.
Right, I mean, he was wide open there. So the Spartans are trying to force turnovers. I think they're just trying to limit the amount of shots they get in general, just because of how good of a shooting team this Panthers team is. And that was a wild pass from the Spartans. And Kent drives that, and one is good. So that's Kent's 9th point of the game, I believe.
Yeah, you can tell he's really trying to get to that 1,000 mark tonight.
And that foul was on 22, Cloyd. That's his first of the game. And it looks like Coach Mack wants to talk it over, so he's going to take a timeout. And we're gonna take a quick timeout as well, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds.
When an injury happens, you can't always wait for a scheduled appointment to get care. Reed Ortho Walk-In now offers same-day appointments Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for sprains and strains, pain in the muscles, bones, joints, and ligaments from an injury or fall, and chronic orthopedic issues like osteoarthritis. If you need care fast for a sudden injury or nagging bone or joint pain, come to the walk-in clinic at the Reed Bone and Joint Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond, or call them at 765-962-4444.
And we're back here at the Spartan Bowl for this game between Connersville and Jennings County, brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. And the story has not changed at all so far this game. Jennings County is just elite from the three-point range. Spartans have knocked down a couple threes, so that's good to see. Hopefully they're out of that not being able to make a three-point drought. So hopefully that's over. So good to see Spartans making some threes. Hunter Allen playing very well so far to start this game. He has 5, and McHenry has 7. So they both have two players have all of Connersville's points, and Jennings County seems to be spreading out their points a little bit more. They move the ball very well, wouldn't you say, Brant?
Yeah, I would say so. They're getting everyone in the team involved, and there's not just one player on the court that can get it done for them. It's everybody, and everyone's contributing. So we just hope to see more consistency on defense.
And Kent's free throw is up and good. That is his 10th point of the game. And McHenry's going to take the ball down the court for the Spartans. He's guarded tightly by Juroskovich, excuse me. Peterson kicks it out to Hunter Allen. He pump fakes, and he wanted to take the shot, but he kicks it back out to Peterson. Stellar defense being played by the Panthers. Peterson drives that way and is no good. And that ball is kicked out to Kent. He's going to take a 3. That 3 is no good. Rebounded by Blaine Hornsby. And the Spartans are going to slow it down. Allen spins. Cloyd with a 3. That 3 is no good for the Spartans. Kent takes it. He's going to drive out to number 2. That was a wild play right there, but that ball has moved very fast, and that was a hard foul from the Spartans. I tell you what, the Panthers can move the ball very fast.
Yeah, they're very quick.
Extremely hard to keep up with. That foul's on Blaine Hornsby. That's his 2nd of the game, so we hope that he does not get in any foul trouble because the Spartans need him.
Yeah, we hope to keep it under 3 here in the first half, so it gives them more room to work with in the second, especially with how badly he's needed right now on offense.
And Byford's first free throw is no good. He has 1 free throw left. Panthers lead the Spartans 28-12 with just over 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And the second one is completed by Byford. Seeley's going to bring it across the timeline for the Spartans. Sealy being doubled by the Panthers. That ball is kicked into the corner for McHenry. Out to Brady Cloyd. Back to McHenry. Allen drives, and that's going to be a foul. I believe it's on number 2. Maybe that's Will Barnes.
21. They called it 21.
Excuse me, Siegler. So that was on Siegler. So that's his second foul of the game. He's going to remain in the game, though. Sealy to inbound the ball. Spartan's got to get it in. Inbounded to Hunter Allen. Swings it out to Kevin Sealy. He pump fakes, drives in, takes a quick jumper, and that rolls right off the rim, so that's no good. And Siegler is guarded heavily. Kent takes a deep 3, and that 3 is good. Or excuse me, that's not Kent. That is Millspaw. That's his 9th point of the game. So Millspaw and Kent have been the primary offensive players for the Panthers to start out this game. Siegler hasn't been able to get involved much at all. Just completely different from the holiday tournament game. Allen kicks it over to Brady Cloyd. Ball's kicked into number 40, Eric Williams, back out to Hunter Allen. Good passing from the Spartans here. And Xander McHenry looks to shoot in the corner. Jennings County's not letting them get any shots off. This has been good offense from the Spartans, but they just were not letting them get anything. And there's going to be a foul on the play. And it's going to be on number 3, Millspaw.
You know,
that's his first.
It's good to see the Spartans moving the ball well, but it's just been unfortunate with the way that Jennings County has been able to lock them down and prevent them from having opportunities to score.
Right, it's just been very good defense from the Panthers. Coming up at halftime, we have the Flower Shop at the top of third halftime show, and then we will also have a video produced by CHS Today for that halftime. McHenry takes a deep 3. That is banked in. That's his, I believe that's his 10th point of the game.
Yeah.
McHenry owns 10 of the 15 points for the Spartans. Three in the corner, Millspaw, he pump fakes. And back in the corner to Carter Kent. He drives, Byford out on the wing. Kent's gonna take a 3. That 3 is good. And he does not miss from the 3.
Yeah, he's been really consistent tonight, not only with shooting, but he's been able to move the ball to his teammates as well, and that's really contributed to the score we have right now.
Williams sets a screen for Sealy. Sealy drives. He's going to kick it out to Brady Cloyd. Swings it out to Xander McHenry at the top of the key. Cloyd takes a 3, and that 3 is good. That is Cloyd's first points of the game. Yeah, 20 seconds remaining in this first half.
Glad to see that the Spartans have, I believe that was their 4th 3 of the quarter, so they've been able to produce a lot more points than the previous quarter, so we hope to see that grow as the game goes on.
And Millspaw knocks down another 3. And wow, what a spectacular half for Panthers to start out this game. I mean, their 3-point percentage has got to be through the roof. But what did you see in that first half from both teams?
For the Panthers, obviously they were consistent from behind the perimeter, but with their ball movement and defense as well. So the Spartans haven't really been able to figure out how to lock them down completely. But the Spartans have been able to move the ball well, but it's just they haven't been able to consistently make their shots, and the Panthers defense has played a huge role in that. So.
Right, and they've just been playing, the Panthers have been playing very well. But we will be right back after this quick 1-minute break for the halftime show.
Searching for a loan, a line of credit, or just a safe place for your money? Union Savings and Loan has you covered with great loan and deposit rates, local loan approvals, and the friendliest service in town. Even when you're on the go, you can transfer money or make payments with ease with USLA's mobile banking app. For 130 years, we have taken pride in being your hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, the bank that begins with you. Visit uslabank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we are back here at the Spartan Bowl as the Panthers lead the Spartans 38-18, and that was just a spectacular half of basketball from the Panthers. I mean, they shoot the three so well, and it's tough for the Spartans to guard, to be completely honest. But I'm sure Coach Mack has some words for the Spartan team at halftime. What changes do you see coming in to the second half?
The primary thing I see him wanting to change in the second half is I think it's going to be shot selection and shot consistency, because they've gotten looks, but they just haven't been able to knock it down when it's necessary. So I think they're going to maintain the same level of aggression on defense, because in some instances it has worked. They have been able to turn the ball over and get points off of it, but at the same time, double teaming deep into the court, it leaves a man open, and it's given them a lot of opportunities to score.
Right, and the Panthers, they've taken care of the ball very well. Only one turnover I have marked down for them so far this game, and it's paid off for them. I mean, not turning the ball over maximizes your offensive ability to get as many shots off as you can, and and every shot they've taken, it's nearly gone in. Their three-point percentage has been through the roof, but I think the Spartans are going to come out playing a little bit tighter defense, possibly on the perimeter, trying to limit the amount of three-pointers they shoot, because they don't look to drive quite as much as they do the three-point, I'd have to say. But for the first half, can we get a scoring recap?
The leading scorers for the Spartans are number 12, Xander McHenry with 10 points, Hunter Allen with 5, and Brady Cloyd with 3. And the leading scorers for the Panthers are Carter Kent with 13, Dorian Hacker with 6, Cash Mills-Paw with 12, and Austin Byford with 7.
So, the scoring has been quite spread out for the Panthers to start out this game. So, hopefully the Spartans look to limit their scoring to only a few players, and hopefully the Spartans can get some more players and knock some shot downs. It's difficult, when you play a team with such a good defense as the Panthers. Their defense it's been stellar so far this game. They play a very tight defense, and they double when they feel it is necessary. But that's all we have for the halftime show. This game has been brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. We have a quick video for you about the early college high school program at Connersville High School. So we'll kick that out to you, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Our ECHS program allows students to pursue 2 different pathways while they are a member of our program. The first one is the Indiana College Core, which is the equivalent of basically 1 year of your first year of college. And then we also offer a technical certificate in business administration, which is basically your first year, 31 credit hours towards a degree, a business administration degree. We have students that are members of our cohorts. So we have a cohort of students in freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior years. And the ultimate goal is to pursue completion of one of these pathways. If a student completes a pathway, then that is guaranteed to be accepted at any state public institution. We also currently have students pursuing associate's degrees. Last year we had 9 students complete a general studies associate degree, which is the ICC plus 30 more credit hours. At this point, we have approximately 15 students that are on track and planning to complete the associate's degree in general studies.
ECHS has granted me many opportunities, including graduating high school with around 60 college credits. This allows me to finish my first year of college in high school, which saves me money, time, and allows me to challenge myself with the classes I take.
ECHS has helped me a lot as a senior because I am going to graduate with my associate's degree, and I wouldn't able to do that without ECHS because there's so many classes offered, and I will be able to more than likely get straight into the nursing program, unlike most people, because you have to wait a gap year. I think students should try to be in ECHS because they can get a jump start on their college career in high school, and it'll get them ahead when they get out of high school and graduate, and it can prepare them for their future.
If you're in middle school, it starts in 8th grade, and kids are invited based on test scores, GPAs, and teacher recommendations. They still do the application and write the essay and turn it in. It all goes to Mr. Thompson. He reviews it, and then you get a letter whether you are accepted or not. If you're in high school, how you would do that is come to the guidance and talk to your counselor. We can give you an application. The application includes information that you fill out, some things that you read with your parents, some things that you sign, your parent signs, and then an essay. Within the essay, you need to write why you want to be part of ECHS, what benefits could you get, and then also how could you help others, so how could you give back to the program. Once your essay is completed, your application is completed, return it to your guidance counselor. We will fill out the necessary school information like your discipline and your attendance, and then all the information will be sent to Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson will review the application, and then if you are accepted into the program, he will send you a letter. Typically, the classes that kids take for early college, high school start junior year. There are a few you can take when you're younger, mainly really just Chemistry 101, which a lot of sophomores take. But the bulk of your classes will happen junior year, because we also have to make sure that while you're earning your college credits, you are earning your high school credits, because our main goal is to get you to graduate from high school. And for that, we have to follow the diploma requirements.
If you are a member of the program, we offer a lot of supports for our students. We have regular cohort meetings that we're getting back on track with. We provide a lot of information about college, how to transfer your credits, how to fill out your FAFSA form, apply for scholarships, etc. It is a great program and an awesome opportunity for our students at Connersville High School.
And we are back here at the Spartan Bowl for tonight's contest between the Connersville Spartans and the Jennings County Panthers. Jennings County leads 38 to 18. And this game is brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. And a positive for the Spartans so far this game is fouls. They haven't really been committing fouls as much. Not many players are in foul trouble. I think the one with the most is Blaine Hornsby with 2. But coming into the second half, I don't expect that to be limiting him at all, as long as he doesn't get in any further foul trouble. But just looking at the Jennings County team warming back up, I mean, they just pick up right where they left off. They're just sinking threes left and right. So let's hope that stops coming in to the second half.
Yeah. And you know what we were talking about with fouls, the Spartans both teams have done a good job with fouls, and it sets you up for a good pace. You know, maybe be more aggressive in the second half, not worry about picking up fouls and risking being out of the game.
Right, and I'll be interested to see what changes Coach Mack has for the Spartans coming in to this second half. Spartans are down by 20, so hopefully the threes start knocking down, maybe a couple and ones, some easy layups. I would expect to see the Spartans to probably try and hopefully force them to turn over the ball. But then again, Jennings County, this is a team that, this is some of the best ball handling and just taking care of the ball I've seen all season. They're very responsible with the ball. They really don't make any dumb passes or anything that would be deemed as risky. And they also swing the ball very well. I mean, what can you tell me about how hard it is to play against a team that they just swing the ball constantly and they move the ball very well?
I mean, yeah, especially with how the Spartans' defense is laid out. if they have a man open, a lot of times they're going to swing it to him and find him. You know, they're very quick, very athletic. They don't waste a second with the ball, and they really take advantage of the opportunities that they're given.
Right, and as we saw in the pregame graphic, I believe they average just a little over 10 turnovers a game. So far, this game, they only have 1. So
yeah,
they're doing a spectacular job at maintaining possession of the ball. That ball is kicked into Byford, and he's going to go to work, and that ball is well defended by Blaine Hornsby. Hunter Allen brings the ball across the timeline. McHenry takes a quick 3. That 3 is good. That's McHenry's 13th point. He is having a spectacular game tonight. You can tell he's definitely feeling it.
Yeah, and you know it's good to see him step up, especially when only 3 members of the team have been able to score so far this game.
And that backdoor by Kent was beautiful, but that ball was turned over. So that's Jennings County's second turnover of the game. Good start for the Spartans here. Peterson looks to drive. He's going to drive all the way, and he lays it up and in. Good start for the Spartans. That's Peterson's first points of the game. Kent brings it across the timeline. And he kicks it over to Byford. And that ball is swatted by Peterson. And that's just a wide open layup by Hacker. Just a bit of a miscommunication on the Spartan defense there.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you just can't give up those the basic opportunities, you know, wide open layups. So we hope to see them limit that.
Especially with how able this Jennings County team is to score when they're guarded so well.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to give them any open shots. McHenry kicks it back out to Peterson. Seeley's checking for the ball in the middle. Allen drives. He's going to put it up, and that's rolls right off the rim. Siegler brings it across the timeline out to Kent. He's going to dribble off the screen, and he's going to drive all the way, and that is good for Carter Kent. That's his 15th point of the game, I believe.
Yeah.
And Peterson drives, kicks it over to McHenry. He feeds it into Blaine Hornsby. Blaine Hornsby gets the easy layup. And that's Blaine Hornsby's first points of the game. So it's good to see Blaine Hornsby finally getting involved in the offense. You know, this Spartan team is really successful when he's, you know, the main point of it.
Yeah, and it's been especially good to see them getting, I believe every starter has scored now, so getting everyone involved and contributing to the points on the board.
Byford takes a 3. That's no good. But that ball is going to be swatted by Kent. Looked like he had some words for Allen after. I'm surprised we didn't see any referee interference.
Allen didn't like that call. He believed he was fouled on the play, but I guess the ref didn't see it or it wasn't there.
Ball's handed off and swinged over to Kevin Seeley. Seeley drives, kicks it over to Blaine Hornsby, and that layup is good. Blaine Hornsby's 4th point. It's looking better for the Spartans offensively. Kent's taking his time here, and he kicks it over to Hacker, over to Siegler.
Yeah, it's definitely been better this quarter so far, just in the first 3 minutes, and we've seen a lot through the year that the Spartans usually get off to a slower start and slowly progress as the game goes on. So hope to see them exceed that.
That is his 3 by Siegler, and that is his first points of the game, which is a total surprise coming into this. Jennings County leads 45-27. We'll take a quick timeout and be back in 30 seconds.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connorsville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connorsville, phone 825-2588, and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center.
And we are back here at the Spartan Bowl for tonight's contest between the Spartans and the Panthers. This game is brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. And Spartans have looked a lot better from the offensive standpoint. Wouldn't you say, Brant?
Yeah, they've especially gotten off to a good start this quarter, beginning of the half, and as opposed to in the first quarter only scoring 4 points. So it's really good to see them progressing through this game.
And Peterson moves the ball quickly down the court, and he kicks it over to Blaine Hornsby. And Peterson makes a beautiful pass, and he gets the assist for the points for Hornsby, and that's an and one. So Hornsby will go to the line. Hornsby's already got 6 points to start out this second half. So I wonder if Coach Mack was very impliant about getting Hornsby more involved in this offense.
Yeah, and you've seen them attack the paint a lot this quarter, and I think that's going to be their main focus going throughout the rest of this game is trying to get points in the paint.
And Kent drove into the lane, and he went up for a layup, but he was fouled. So he's going to go to the line and take some free throws. And that foul is on number 5, Jaden Peterson. That's his first of the game, and that's the team's first of the third quarter. His free throw is up and no good. So rare miss from Kent. And number 14, Droskovic, is checking in for number 3, Millspaw. Millspaw had a spectacular first half, knocking down a multitude of threes. And Kent's second free throw is up and good. Peterson takes it across the timeline. He drives fast, sees an opening, and he's going to lay it up, and that's no good. And it's rebounded by the Spartans. Brady Coy takes a 3. That's in and out. Kent takes the ball across the timeline, and he's going to take an NBA 3, and it's going to be an air ball. And the refs are going to say that it was tipped by Peterson. So that's going to be Jennings County ball inbounded by Siegler. Ball's inbounded to Kent. He's going to drive. And that is good. And then I believe it's going to be a technical. Let's see what's happening here. I believe it's a technical foul. After Kent scored that layup, I believe Peterson was knocked to the floor and looked like Kent got in his face and said some words. So Kent's going to have to check out.
He just got his 1000th point. You can see the Jennings County crowd cheering for him.
So that's his 17th point. That's his 1000th point.
Score, Carter Kent, number 5, Jennings County Junior, surpasses 1,000 career points.
We just got confirmation from the announcer that indeed was Carter Kent's 1000th point.
Basketball history. Congratulations, Carter Kent.
So, I believe a bit of confusion here. I think there's a technical foul. Okay, no technical foul, I guess.
I think they just called a timeout.
Spartan and Panther players exchanging some words. I can't believe that wasn't a technical foul. I mean, Kent got right up in Peterson's face after he scored that point. McHenry kicks the ball into Kevin Seeley. That ball is swung over to Hornsby at the top of the key. McHenry with it in the corner. Kicks it over to Brady Cloyd. He pump fakes and looks to drive. Kicks it out to Xander McHenry. He pump fakes and also drives. Brady Cloyd with a 3. That 3 is good. That's his sixth point, and that's his second 3 of the game. Spartans cut the lead down to 15. Siegler with the ball, dribbling around the arc. Kicks it over to Kent, and Kent loses control of the ball. Or excuse me, that's Mills' paw. And Byford drives, kicks it out to Hacker. Hacker drives, kicks it out to Mills' paw. Mills' paw with a three, that's no good. Seeley with the rebound. And it looks like Seeley's going to try and take it all the way, but he kicks it over to Brady Cloyd. His three is no good. And Kevin Seeley went diving for the rebound, but it's rebounded by Hacker. Siegler looks to drive, kicks it over to Byford. His three is good. Big man taking a shot from deep.
That's his 10th point of the game.
Panthers lead 51-33 with just over 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this game. And Peterson loses control of the ball. And Millspaw is really getting in the face of Peterson. I'm extremely surprised we have not seen a technical foul so far to start this game.
Yeah, it looks like the refs have
so far this game.
Refs having a word with him and maybe talking about that incident right there, so trying to calm them down and not provoke anything from happening.
It's not the first time that this has been happening, so completely surprised. Seeley gets the ball inbounded to him. Seeley drives, kicks it over to Judd Garrett, and Seeley takes a jumper, and that's no good. Rebounded by Millspaw. Millspaw kicks it in the corner to Barnes. Back over to Hacker. Millspaw almost lost control of the ball. Millspaw's going to take a three, and that's no good. Rebounded by the Panthers, though, by Kent. Kent's going to take a fadeaway three, and that is good. And like I said in the pregame, he can just, if you're guarding him in the face, he can still score.
Yeah, he's been very consistent so far in this game, and the Spartans really haven't had an answer for him, haven't been able to lock him down.
And there's going to be a foul on the play as Kevin Seeley was driving. And it looks like the Jennings County player is trying to get up off the floor.
I believe he got hit in the face.
A foul on the play. That's going to be a foul on Millspaw. Siegler checks into the game. So Brady Cloyd is going to inbound the ball for the Spartans. That ball is going to be inbounded to Kevin Seeley. Just over a minute remaining in this third quarter. Panthers lead 54-33. Brady Cloyd takes a quick three. It's no good. And Kent gets the rebound. Kent takes a quick jumper, and that's good. And the lead is now up to 23. Hunter Allen takes it across the timeline, kicks it over to Kevin Seeley. He drives, stops and kicks it back out to McHenry. I think the Spartans are going to try and take the last shot of the third quarter. Seeley holding on to the ball. Guarded tightly by Barnes. Seeley drives and goes up for the layup, and it's no good. And looks like there's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on, I believe, Seeley. Yes, that personal foul on Seeley. That's his first foul of the game, so no worry for him. Jennings County's going to try and get the last shot here. Kent pump fakes. He's going to drive, takes a step back three, fade away, and that's no good. And that's going to be a foul on Garrett, I believe.
Yeah.
Spartan fans and bench is not very happy about that call. I'm not sure why that was a foul on Garrett.
I think the players are a little confused too, not really seeing why that was called.
Siegler gets the ball inbounded. Kent takes a three, and that's no good. At the end of the third quarter, Jennings County leads 56 to the Spartans 33. And we'll be right back after this break for the fourth quarter.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connorsville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251.
And we're back here at the Spartan Bowl as Jennings County leads 56 to the Connorsville's 33. This game is brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance. And the Panthers picked up right where they left off with knocking down consecutive threes. And the Spartans looked better. Wouldn't you say they looked a little bit better offensively in the start of the second half?
You know, they've definitely looked better offensively this second half. And I think, although the scoreboard may be deceiving, I think their defense has been, it's been very aggressive. And I think they've overall played well. I think it's just that Jennings County has been able to make
They just knocked down their
an
shots.
insane amount of shots.
Yep. Jennings County is able to knock down the majority of their shots. Jane Pearson hands it off to Allen. Swings it over to Cloyd. Ball's kicked out to Hunter Allen. He takes a three. That's no good. And Kent's going to take the ball down the court. Swing it over to Barnes. Kent controls the ball. And that's going to be a three by Alexander, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on number 11, Hacker. That's his first foul, or second foul of the game, excuse me. And Jennings County's first of the quarter. Hunter Allen controls the ball for the Spartans. And he swings it over to Seeley. Seeley jab steps and swings it out to Brady Cloyd. Peterson controls the ball in the corner. And that ball is poked away by Siegler. Siegler drives. Kent's asking for a screen. He gets it, and he drives all the way. And that's going to be an and one for Carter Kent. And what a spectacular game he's having tonight.
Yeah, he's got 25 points on the board so far, exceeding his season average. So I think he's looking to even further that tonight.
Yeah, he's having a great game for the Panthers tonight. He gets the and one, so he's going to go to the line for a foul shot. That shot is no good. That's a second missed free throw.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising to see, especially from of how a consistent shooter that he is.
His three-point percentage might be higher than his free throw, if I'm being honest. Allen gets doubled, but he passes over to Blaine Hornsby. Hornsby drives. He's going to go up with it. He's blocked, but it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on the Panthers, so he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Fouls on 11, Hacker. That's his third and the team's second of the quarter. Hornsby's going to go to the line to shoot two. First is up and good. Millspaw is going to check back into the game for Barnes. Millspaw's had a good night as well, too, shooting very well from the three.
Yeah, we've seen overall consistency from the Panthers, and he's definitely been one of the big contributors to the score.
And that second free throw is no good by Hornsby, so Jennings County gets the rebound. Siegler brings it up the court. Kicked it over to Alexander. And he's being guarded tightly. Kent gets the ball. And he's going to ask for a screen. He gets it. Backdoor pass, or behind the back pass, excuse me. And looked like a travel from what I saw, but he went up for the layup, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jennings County still leads 58-34 with just over 6 minutes remaining, 59-34 now. McHenry's checking into the game now for Cloyd. McHenry's had a very, very solid game so far, 13 points, I believe.
Yeah, he's been really consistent through the game, and he's been, the main contributor offensively, so we hope to see him continue to do that for the rest of the game.
Sealy brings it across the timeline. And Peterson drives, and he puts it up, and that's no good. Kent drives all the way, but he kicks it out to Millspaw, and that 3 is no good. Rebounded by McHenry. It's Siegler versus McHenry, and he's going to go up, and he's fouled by Millspaw. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Seen a lot of fouls so far this quarter.
Yeah, and they've been able to do that because of how little amount of foul trouble they were in early in the game. So we're seeing maybe a bit more aggression and a bit more push.
McHenry's first free throw is up and good. He raises score to 60-35 now. Second free throw is up and good. That's his 15th point of the night. I think it's his most points he's had all season. Siegler dashes down the court, and McHenry went diving for the ball, but he did not get it. Siegler laid it up and in. And back, good cut by Sealy. He's fouled again. Spartans have not been able to get to the rim without a foul.
Yeah, and it's good. At least they've been able to give themselves the opportunity to score from the free throw, and I think they've done an overall good job of capitalizing on that tonight.
Sealy's first free throw is up and no good. He's going to get a second one, though. Surprised to see how many starters Jennings County still has in with the amount of the amount of points they're up by start of this game. But Millspaw brings it across the timeline. That ball's going to be kicked, I believe, by Peterson.
Yeah, ball hit his foot on that pass there, so they retain possession.
Ball will be inbounded by Siegler. A bit of a quiet night for him. In the previous matchup, he scored 23 against us, so quiet night for him. Kent drives in, kicks it out to Alexander. That 3 is good.
It was a 2. His foot was on the line.
We'll see what they put on. Yeah, that was only a 2. His foot was on the line. Jennings County leads by 28. Henry looks to drive, but kicks it back out to Peterson. Sealy hands it off to Hunter Allen. Allen drives, kicks it into Blaine Hornsby. That's a good feed from Hunter Allen. Hornsby scores.
He's been able to get up 10 points this half alone, and I think if they would have been able to utilize him more in the first half, maybe we'd see a different ball game, but
that 3 by Kent was no good, but it was rebounded by Hacker, and that was good. Ball swung over to McHenry. McHenry takes a 3. It's a bit short. He gets his own rebound, though, and he drives into the lane, and he gets the lay. Scores now 66-40. Sealer controls the ball, kicks it out to Kent, and Kent's 3 is good. And I believe Jennings County is going to take a timeout. We're also going to take a timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes routine exam, treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just a few of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Whitewater Eye Center, Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center, Connersville is located at 2045 Virginia Avenue.
And we're back here at the Spartan Bowl. Jennings County leads the Spartans 66-42. And you can see Coach Mack having a few words for his lineup. Jennings County takes the court. It's been I've never seen a team shoot this well, I don't think, in a high school game.
Yeah, it's been they've been really consistent, and they've had a few players, not just one, who's been able to knock down a lot of threes, and that's, I believe, the main contributor to the score of this game.
Peterson takes it across the timeline, and that ball is just going to be turned over.
32, Jackson Earl.
Seeley and Peterson having a bit of a miscommunication. And Hunter Allen's going to check in the game for Kevin Seeley. And Logan Young's going to check into the game for Peterson. So Logan Young getting some varsity minutes. He played in the JV game previous to this. Ball's kicked over to Barnes. Barnes over to Earl. That ball's turned over by the Panthers. That layup is good by Hunter Allen. Good steal from Allen. He's had a good night tonight. It's a rare turnover from the Panthers. Barnes drives, hands it off to Alexander. Alexander's jumper is no good. That ball is rebounded by Young. And that's going to be a long pass for Hornsby. And that foul shot almost went in. There's going to be a foul on the play, so Hornsby will get a chance to go and shoot 2 free throws at the line. And that foul was on number 40, Alexander. That's his first, and that's our team's 5th of the quarter. So any further fouls by them, the Spartans will go to the free throw line. Hornsby converts the first one, and his second one is up and no good. Rebounded by Cloyd, handed out to McHenry though. Allen almost takes a 3, but he passes it up. That ball is turned over by the Spartans. Some nice handles from Barnes right there. Mills' ball drives to the lane, and that layup was good. Allen kicks it over to McHenry. Brady Cloyd takes a 3, contested 3. That's no good. And Millspaw is going to bring it across the timeline. As he kicks it over to Earl. Mills ball. Barnes controls. Barnes drives, and he kicks it over to Mills ball. He takes a 3. That's no good. And it's gonna be a loose ball, and it's gonna be ball's gonna stay with Panthers. Hornsby, McHenry, and Cloyd check out in place of Garrett, Davidson, and Williams. Barnes is gonna pass the ball in for the Panthers.
You know, with a couple minutes left and the Panthers putting mainly their non-starters in, hope the Spartans can put up some points and close the gap on the scoreboard a little bit before the buzzer goes off.
It was a good cut, and that's going to be a really hard foul there. on Allen. I think he was just trying to go for the ball, but made no contact with it. So Barnes is going to go to the line. Barnes did not look happy about that foul.
Yeah, he seemed pretty heated after that, so hopefully it doesn't cause any issues before the end of the game.
Or excuse me, that ball's going to be inbounded instead of foul shots. And it's going to be Millspaw to inbound the ball for the Panthers. Panthers lead 71-43 with just under 2 minutes remaining in this second half. Barnes controls the ball. He drives, kicks it out for Hacker, and that shot is no good, but it's going to be a foul on the play. And it's going to go against the Panthers. It's going to be on Millspaw. That's his fifth, so he's going to have to check out of the game. I believe, yes. Siegler is going to check in for Millspaw. And Young is going to go to the line for the Spartans. Young's done well from the free throw line from what we've seen today in the JV game, and all season long he's been very well off from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been a pretty consistent player this year for JV, so in the coming years we hope to see him play a vital role in the varsity spots.
And his 2 free throws are good as he closes the gap, 71-45. Barnes with some handles. Sealer controls the ball. The ball's almost turned over, and that ball is going to be rebounded by the Spartans. Allen does a spin move and drives. That's a beautiful move by Allen. And it looks like Hacker looked like he was going to take the shot, but he didn't. Alexander, controls the ball now. And the Panthers might just hold the ball for the remainder of this game. And there's going to be a foul on the Spartans. And yep, that's going to go against number 10, Logan Young. That's his first foul of the game. Team's 4th of the quarter. Panthers lead 71-47 with just over 50 seconds remaining in this game. Ball's inbounded by Siegler. And there's going to be a jumper by Juraskovich, and that is good. Allen brings the ball across the timeline. Williams takes a jumper, a contested jumper. That's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Williams, though. Ball's kicked out to Allen. He thinks about taking a 3. He doesn't. He's going to drive, takes a quick jumper, and that's no good. And Siegler now controls the ball, and that looks like they're going to hold on to the ball for the remainder of the game. Siegler just dribbling the ball out, 10 seconds remaining. So Jennings County is going to come out on top tonight, 73-47. Not the result Spartans were looking for. Any final thoughts on the game, Brent?
You know, I think the Spartans, a lot of problems with their games is not getting off to a quick enough start. And I think if the Spartans would have set the tone earlier in the game and had a more aggressive approach, they would have been able to compete in this game and hold a better score.
Right, so the final score is going to be 73 for Jennings County. Connersville has 47. Upcoming games for the Spartans are February 1st. That's going to be on a Thursday. That's at 7:30 versus Columbus North, a new opponent for the Spartans. And then February 8th, that's going to be away, and that's going to be a conference game for the Spartans at 7:30 at East Central. So that's a conference game for the Spartans, so the Spartans hope to win that game and hopefully go 4-1 in the conference. But can we get a quick scoring recap for tonight?
Your leading scores for the Spartans tonight were Blaine Hornsby with 11 points, Jaden Peterson with 2 points, Xander McHenry with 17 points, Brady Quid with 6, Hunter Allen with 9, And your leading scorers for Jennings County were Carter Kentz with 28 points, Cole Siegler with 5, Dorian Hacker with 10, Cash Mills Paul with 14, Austin Byford with 10, and Ben Droskevich with 2.
So the Spartans will be next in action next Thursday, or this coming Thursday, versus Columbus North at home. We hope to see you there. That's all we have for tonight. This game has been brought to you by Wilson Lawson Myers and Auto Owners Insurance, and we hope to see you next Thursday. Good night.